Euphoria tapping in, breathwork goddess, XCD awareness coach, licensed cosmetologist for the last 13 years, but I'm also an upcoming artist. Go ahead and listen to my music on all streaming platforms. All streaming platforms. And you also listen to on YouTube as well. And you can also look at my podcast episode on my YouTube as well. And follow me on the podcast on all streaming podcast platforms. I've been doing that since 2021. So get in there and follow up the topics. So the topic today is the for me. Okay, where is the lighter at? Because we need to buy some sage to put this in the dancing ring. Because Lord, today we need some sage in here. I need that. So, we'll just Dragon's Blood. If you want some Dragon's Blood on my TikTok, go ahead. The information again is down in the description. Go to my TikTok shop, and y'all can shop there. Hey, yes. I asked my name. My means of high white light come through. This time as I transmit this message. So I ask that the Galactic Federation clear all of my other chakras so that I can connect to source and channel these messages effectively and efficiently. Oh, excuse me. I am that I am, and I am a great fool to you guys. And I'm but I already knew what I am that I am. Dragons, dragons, love for you, baby. Declare out there. So, now let's come through with the Palo Santo. This also comes in the bundle when you order the sage. Actually, open the size so I can bring it with that. Palo Santo helps uplift the mood after you clear the energy. Put them together. Clear out the energy. Sage. Oh, it just does it for me every time. They come in a bundle like this. This is about 6 inches. Yeah. So yeah. But will this madness ever stop? What's up, love? I see you tapping into the live feed. Appreciate you being here. Will this foolishness ever end? So y'all, if you chose one, you've probably gone through some of the things that I've been going through during this weird time that we're in. Where basically the goal right now is to get into 5D consciousness. Why are we trying to get to 5D consciousness? Because we want to live free. In order for us to get to our fullest potential, we have to get to 5D consciousness. 5D consciousness means the physical material value of things, right? So I'm looking at my life right now, and I went through a situation with justice cards as pulled out. I swear, I have justice cards stick. And we gotta get, excuse me, apologize for the that again. Angels and angels of the highest light divine light, please come through. So I say this is never end. Last night, I left the house, and I stayed at the house most of the day. I yesterday. And I came back home from my son's birthday. And then after I finished my cousin's hair, I came back and my son left back out the house. I felt a little weird. So I meditated out the sun. I did some sun gazing for about a few minutes, look directly into the sun. Clear my third eye chakra out. Feel like that card just popped out. what I'm talking about. Devilish energy was in here. So I came back from all of that, and I saw my son just wouldn't wake up. I'm like, okay, you think too much of it, right? It wasn't until I was gone most of the day because I was like, I want to just meditate and just be away from the house and just get my energy clear. Because something had happened in the house. Oh, I was on the back porch and I was talking to someone when I went to Chick-fil-A. I got one of people's numbers, and the guy wanted to get his hair done. He said, so I got it. What kind of vibe? I feel like you understand me. My throat, like, I don't know if y'all understand me. Feel like I'm sensitivity, and sometimes that sensitivity can go down with people who have sexual energy. Yeah. So we always say we want to vibe. If people vibe with you, so they can also harvest your energy by doing things like stabbing you in your neck in the spiritual realm. They'll pretty much build something that looks like the shape of the letter A. Like little parentheses that look like square parentheses. They'll build something like that, and they'll just keep on stabbing it. Like it'll pull onto you on one side, keep stabbing you. May sound really crazy, but as a person who has my third eye open and I am familiar with the dark arts, I just want you to let you guys know that this stuff really doesn't exist. This is a tactics that are used by most of our system. People that drink, that's why you get drink. People who aren't being here, it's like no, they it's like this is how the program goes until we decide to stop being in the program, right? That's why getting to 5B1 is important so that you don't have to live like that. You can live outside of those parameters and be peaceful and have peace in your body. Most of the reasons that most people are passing away is from heart attack and stress, right? So, what will form these different things when you start spinning the wheels, when you spin the wheels, when your heart chakra spins in the wrong way to pull the energy to their side, to pull like all kinds of crazy stuff. And again, when your third eye is open, you can do all kinds of different attacks. I can't make this from my intuition. Angels and ancestors, the highest right divine light come through and cleanse the energy of all things that are trying to not allow me to relate this message. Thank you. The audio is going in and out. So again, these are the things that happen in the dark arts. So if you guys aren't familiar with dark arts, I'm just going to tell you what it is straight up and forward. Like people really don't believe that this stuff exists. Like it really does exist. People really do these things to you sometimes when you're asleep. That's why you're waking up and you're still tired. People will tell you you're astral projecting, but really you might just have someone who's having a spiritual attachment to you and they're not respecting your boundaries because essentially they're like a leech to you, right? So, moving forward past that, will the foolishness ever end? I left from the house. I came back, and I was talking to a friend on the phone. Because I definitely did my due diligence yesterday. I said, let me go ahead and cleanse the energies of all the people who have done any kind of treachery to me. Maybe if I cleanse their energy and do a whole entire, cleaning them off, they'll feel better about themselves, and we can find some kind of peace. So I cleared off my ex's energy. I cleared off my other ex's energy. Cleared off my son's energy. I like cleaned off my family house energy. I'm like, okay, clean off the Merkaba Galactic Federation. Come down and cleanse the energies of all these people so they could feel upright, so that their chakras could be clear. Like right now, I don't know what's going on, but apparently I hear them upstairs. So now I can't talk like I want to, but I'm still gonna get the message out because I can stand 10 toes in my message. I don't care. So even being in this energy, right? Still gonna get the message out. Look at this. This is a 5 of swords. They want you down there like that with them swords in your back. Right. And look at that lion back there just looking. And look, somebody getting pulled away by the police. So this is what happened. I minded my business the entire time. I sat downstairs. I, of course, kept my boundaries up because I was outside, talking on the phone to my friend. And he was like, a lot of y'all women, women don't want to be strong no more. Women want to be soft. Women want to be protected and taken care of. And I'm just listening to the live, just enjoying what the man's saying and the vibes. He's a nice little Bajan man, from Barbados, and this is not my first time talking to him, He's gave me some coaching on how to develop a business. He gave me tips on how to do my divine masculine healing retreat. If you guys want to get the demo of that, I did the video on that on this webpage already. So if you want a demo what the divine healing is like, then go ahead in there and get some of that, right? So he helped coach me on that, and he came up live like randomly before I went in the house. It's like, women don't want to be strong. This card keep coming out. I just shuffled the deck and it's back out again, the Five of Swords. Just be mindful of yourself, guys. So with that being said, people will genuinely like try to stop you from getting your message out. So I have to let you guys know, this is very important. Y'all need to be spiritually aware. Y'all think y'all third eyes are open when they really don't be open. People will really be sitting in your face, smiling in your face, giving you sexual energy, but trying to mask the fact that they are literally stabbing you in your heart as you speak. Like, it's legit. I can't make this shit up. Okay? So I asked, when will this thing, the collective going through similar things is crazy. The nonsense is definitely, it's a pull on your energy. Yeah, because we're 5D consciousness. They know it only takes, I think it's like 20% of the population or something like that to awaken and get us all to finally move into 5D consciousness collectively. So like, right. But I think people finally realize half the stuff they did in the 3D is not going to get them to where they want to go when we go 5D. But they don't realize they could just heal that, because it's literally just a reflection of how you feel about yourself where you go when you get over there. You just have to have a really strong mind that isn't really supported by structure. And a lot of people need this structure in order to feel valid in half of the things that they do, because they know that they're doing things wrong to get in the structure. But when you get out of the structure, it's no longer a thing of somebody telling you, good job for this piece of paper. It's like you really have to like be okay with like, damn, I'm talking about this girl and now I feel a hot flash, because it's wrong to be, that's shameful to talk about somebody when literally you could go through the same thing or have gone through the same thing. It's a shameful thing to do. So they're not ready to face their actual emotions. So they stay in the 3D level of consciousness, where this piece of paper, this piece of paper, and this piece of paper, and this piece of jewelry, and this whatever makes me valid. I don't judge nobody for that. I don't tell nobody you can't continue to buy nice things. I like nice things too. Hence why I got this necklace right here. Cost me $1,500. I mean, I like nice stuff too. However, I don't want to step on nobody's neck just to get my nice things. And if I have a nice amount of money, I'm going to help somebody out for sometimes just free, But anyway, the point is, when will this mess ever stop? So I'm on the phone with this guy. He's giving out a good message and he's talking to women like, yeah, you guys need to just, learn how to flow with men. And it's got to be a safe man, of course, that will give you a safe space to feel feminine. Most women don't feel feminine because they haven't had a safe space to release and become feminine in, right? So I'm looking at that like, well, I be damned. Look at him strumming my pain with this finger, telling my life with his words. Okay, that's how I was feeling. Like, killing me softly with his song. I almost damn near cried. I'm like, hold on. I am holding on to somebody's pain that isn't mine. I felt like a whole release come off my fucking eyeball, my brain, my back. Like, his energy was genuinely safe and clean because he's living a life that he has manifested. He's no longer within the system. Of course, yes, you have to go to meetings and seminars, but at the end of the day, he's not working a 9-to-5 construct. So he's literally doing whatever he wants to do any other time. So he has a different kind of energy, and it feels good to be in the energy and presence of people who are not locked down by the system. That's why people who do get locked down want to get around people like myself and like him, and just want to be in our energy and just take, but then laugh in your face and say disrespectful things. Because of course, once you're traumatized or triggered, your vibration is low enough for them finally to be able to grab hold of. See, when you vibrate at a different consciousness, you become untouchable. People can't touch you when you're vibrating at a certain level. All they can do is look and try to poke you, but they can't stop it because you're at a different level of consciousness, which is what the goal is anyways of being down here, to evolve, right? If you don't want to evolve, then you're being evil. But anyway, we're not going to get down into the autonomy and the breakdown of words. So I finished being on this live with this gentleman, and he was like, I'm going to close this out, you guys. I just want y'all ladies to know, like, is there any space for you to receive a man? And I'm sitting here trying to clear out space like, dang, I might just get into a space, because this is not my first time talking to him, and I was like, Alex, like, would you be willing to like date? Because I telepathically talk to people all the time, and he rings back. I felt the resonance. I'm like, oh shucks, yeah, he's cute. We doing the same thing. Like, this is a good alignment, and I can tell he's coming from a healed space. He has kids. He understands the relationship of adults to children. It's a nice space. So I'm sitting in that energy like, okay, look, and it says solitude. It's time to get away from community and society. A 4 swords. That's what this card stands for. Getting away, going up these stairs and just leaving society so you could finally attain your own goals. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, like, yay, like excited, right? So I go in the house. I could feel something that didn't feel right. I'm like, why everybody got on bulletproof vests? I'm like, okay, it might be the theme to the party. I forgot it was a theme party. I'm just walking in, just go down to the basement. Hello, son. Son says, I'm hungry. Oh, okay, I'll go buy you some food again. Go buy some food, come back, mind my business. Yeah, because I'm like, oh, okay. I don't want you in my bubble because I don't, whatever that frequency is, it doesn't feel comfortable to my nervous system. So I'm gonna respect your space and let y'all do y'all thing up there. And I'm gonna do my thing down here and stay in my bubble. Cool. You can have two energy bubbles that don't touch. It's really possible. People were stomping on top of my head. It's a wood floor upstairs. I'm downstairs in the basement. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, moving wood chairs. I'm like, okay, it's late. All right, I got stuff to do today. Of course, my son, he was up because he wanted to not be asleep while it's all going on. So I'm like, okay, I need him to get in the bed because he got school tomorrow. School starting. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna still be peaceful as I can. Probably still had this gentleman in my energy trying to keep me protected, right? And I'm like, okay, well, if you're sitting here doing me a due diligence, I'll put my hand on your shoulder. If you're keeping me safe, I'm gonna keep you safe. That's my job. Period. Man keeps me safe, I keep him safe. So next thing you know, the party's over, and my son gets this random urge to go upstairs, and I'm like, I feel like something bad about to happen. Why is he going upstairs? I just told him to get in the shower. All right. He goes upstairs. No, 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 no. Yeah, Marcia. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right. Well. But once someone enters my son's energy, it affects my aura too, because when you're connected to your children spiritually, you feel what your kids feel. It's a thing about a real mother, a spiritually aware mother. That's why people who have kids, when they become spiritually aware, it's a little bit more deep because you feel everything that the baby is going through. And it's like, oh my God, I don't want him up there going through all that. And then, mm-mm. And he's supposed to be going downstairs to get in the shower. So I go upstairs, I get some water because, of course, I'm like, all right, I kept my space. I was like, how many people was here? Just thinking about like, the interaction with all the different frequencies and different energies and whatever demons, devils, anxiety that they carry in their head. I don't want to carry that shit. So I don't want to fucking have your energy in my no, I don't know you like that. And you clearly don't want to meditate or do any of these things. Y'all, we drinking, no judgment pass, but I don't want to be a part of a group that I'm not a part of. You get what I'm saying? Like y'all drink, y'all smoke, y'all carry on, y'all loud. It doesn't make sense for something that's not doing that. Like that's like if I'm a pageant girl, am I going to go to the strip club and wear my pageant dress? No. If I'm a stripper, am I going to go to church in my stripper clothes? No. Okay, not saying I'm holier than thou. I'm just saying that energy was just going to mess up my frequency and I ain't like it. So I go upstairs to go get my son. I'm like, all right, man, like, let me get some water. Sis, you want to play? I don't even eat meat. I don't know what's in it. I don't got time. I already don't like the energy that y'all are in. It's giving very, I don't like it. I don't want nothing from you. Mm-mm. Even after last time y'all was here, y'all was looking in my bedroom, talking shit while you even upstairs in the third level of my mother's house. I don't understand. So out of off that, like, I can't just sit here and trust it and just be like, yeah, sis, like, have you ever apologized for the fact that you said something disrespectful to me? No. Okay. So then fast forward. I'm like, Marcel, get down here. His friends are like, Marcel, they're scamming you. Marcel, his friends are literally like on the phone trying to tell him, like, Marcel, protect yourself, your energy. Bro, they're scamming you. Like, not saying, but people, sometimes people don't even intentionally know that they're energy harvesting, but a lot of people do. That's how you master the dark arts. You learn how to turn the wheel. But anywho, so I'm there and I'm just like, okay, Marcel, come on, let's go downstairs, get in the shower. I hear somebody say something at the side of their mouth, like, "What? Yeah, because we running the shit, we running and stomping and stuff." And I'm like, okay, is there something that you need to say? Like, next thing you know, I'm getting yelled at in my face. I'm getting called a nigga. Nigga. I'm like, she spoke to me inappropriately. I'm a whole mother. This is my kid. Y'all are yelling at me because I'm being responsible and trying to tell my son to come downstairs and get in the shower. I'm really not understanding. I liked and subscribed last time. Say something. Oh, hey, baby. Hey, was it? Hey, Milky Haji. Hey, baby. So yeah, it just was. I just didn't understand. Maybe it's because they were under the influence. They didn't realize what they were doing was inappropriate because like it was one something in the morning, and I'm trying to get my son acclimated for school. Literally tomorrow, if he's asleep right now, he's probably not going to go to sleep at the right time for school. I'm trying to get his schedule reset. Cause everybody, you need to learn to be more your kid. I'm like, okay, well, here I am being the mom. Y'all want him to go back to school. I don't want him to go back to school. I'd rather homeschool him, but y'all want him to go back to school, so he need to be on the schedule. I gotta drop him off to school. I gotta take him there. I gotta be there on time. So I'm thinking about my schedule and my son's schedule. And literally I get called the NIGGA word. Next thing you know, somebody saying they will smack the shit out of me, they'll beat my ass. I'm just looking like, and then the friends in the background that's actually laughing and gassing and shit up. I'm just like, so I literally was just on a live with a man who was just telling me about women not wanting to be strong and being protected. And he was holding my space and keeping me protected. And then this is what I get in retaliation on the other side of that. And when you become spiritually at a certain level, you realize everything is a test. And that was a test for both of us. The test was, okay, he helped me out financially, but that doesn't give you the excuse to curse me out in front of your company, my son, and threaten to put your hands on me as a man. Of course you would beat the shit out of me. What the hell? Any conscious man who can lift one barbell, or even a homeless man, even my son is strong enough. Their body structure, their body strong up top, our body strong and solid down below. Our powers on our hips, theirs is in their shoulders. That's why men can do tucks when it comes to cheerleading, and girls are easier to do handsprings. It's just, that's how it works. So, even with all this energy in this space, angel ancestors, divine beings of the highest white light, cleanse all energy that's not meant to be in this live, so I can transmit the rest of this message. I just want you guys to understand, if you are going through anything like this, I'm fine, darling, but I'm in tension because of my husband. And that might have been another thing too. Maybe they might have felt the energy of the man who was trying to protect me, and they felt like it was something personal coming from me. So they felt the need to stand their ground. But I'm like, if a man is protecting me, you should be happy that a man is protecting me. Damn, I ain't got to do this shit for her no more. Bet. Now I can go live my life and go mind my business on my side of the globe. Now, I'm sorry that when I'm protected, my energy is able to grow to such a high level. I mean, that's what happens when you become 5D. Your energy is huge. It's enormous by yourself without the addition of other people. I don't need a gangling of people around me to feel secure. But if you have to have 25 people and y'all sitting here throwing energy my way, I mean, and somebody comes around and is protecting me, that's a good thing. World card, because the whole world was watching last night. And that's why everywhere you go on social media, on TV, is going to remind you how dumb this shit was. That's how the universe works. It'll project to you everything that you went through. So it went from I'm about to get smacked in the face to, I guess he actually might have tried to reach to get me or something. And then my other brother's hand hit me in the face. I was like, you know what? I do need to call the police, because y'all actually about to act crazy and you follow me and you threatening me. So I need to call the police, because I'm an adult. I don't have time for this no more. Like, if we want to sit here and y'all want to keep me in 3D consciousness, then I'm going to act like a 3D Karen. I'm calling the police. I'm not getting ghetto with you. I'm not stooping to your level. I will call the people who need to handle this, because I don't want my mom to wake up. She needs to go to work. She's tired. She's 51 years old. We don't even get along, but I still got enough respect to know that I don't want to call her down here. Right? Next thing you know, I'm getting chased down the stairs. I'm like, I don't understand how you're mad at me, because I just said for my son to come downstairs. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm like, they're drunk. They're drunk, Sierra. They're drunk. Leave them alone. Walk away. But you know how when you start something, she started that shit on purpose. She just wanted a vibe. I don't need your energy. I wake up every single day when I live by myself and I felt fine. And people always want to attach to my energy. I have no regard or want to be, oh, let me go knock on this person's door and see what they're doing. Let me make a loud noise and stomp on the floor to try to get their attention on me. Like, I don't act like that, because I know my energy. All I have to do is say, I am that I am. I am a great woman. I am a healthy woman. I'm a safe woman. Because when you're 5D consciousness, you know that you speak to every single cell in your body and you tell you who you are. That's why you do affirmations, because you affirm yourself and you let yourself know that you're strong. I'm bigger than this. I'm bigger than the whole house. I'm as big as the whole universe. The universe sits inside of my womb. I'm powerful. I give everything around me life. You have to know who you are. Emperor card. Hello? Because we need real emperors out here letting women know. And I had some emperor energy around me, but of course I wasn't gonna hold him all night long. Like, he got his own kids to worry about. He ain't got time to be doing all of this stuff. This is childish stuff. I'm 30 years old. What do I look like fighting with a girl? Then the girls, I will beat you. I will beat your sister up for you. No, the fuck you won't. Excuse me. Baby, that'll be the day you ended up dead because you don't know how crazy I really am. You think he crazy. I'm a Sagittarius too. Find out and fuck around. I don't give a fuck who your daddy is. Excuse me, y'all. I had to go ahead and go there. But no, seriously. Like, you gonna fight me for him because y'all are trying to tell my son to dance upstairs at 1:30 in the morning and I'm trying to tell him to take a shower for school. So I don't know, you guys. I want you all to understand that in this collective consciousness, where we understand that we're moving towards joy, peace, and common sense, a lot of people who don't operate like that because they're usually under the influences of stress, tension, drugs, alcohol, their peers, their ego, they will act crazy. And then they'll try to say, you need to go to the psych ward because you said at 1 o'clock in the morning, my son who's 12 needs to not be around adults who are drunk and he need to come downstairs and get in the shower. That turned into the whole entire fight. Like this, and it's all recorded on my phone. So I can't make this up. I can't make none of this up. I recorded the whole entire thing until they stopped fighting. It ended up where he and the other brother started fighting because the brother was like, "You're about to hit your sister in the face." Like, I don't fuck with her either. She get on my nerves because energy, and y'all got me tied up in this mess. But you about to put your hands on a lady. Like, did you not see daddy beat mommy and not want to do the same thing? What would make you say I want to put my hands on a woman? I don't care how drunk you are. That's wrong. Especially when she's trying to be a mother to her child. So again, for all the mothers who are out here who might be going through stuff like this, for all the single people who might have just recently moved back home, because I've noticed a lot of people in the collective have moved back home in order to start healing childhood traumas. And this was a moment for us to really look at some childhood trauma. Like, why would he act like that? I had to see who his dad was and who his dad taught him to be and what he was growing up around. So what he thinks is okay in his brain based on his trauma. So that's what made me say, you know what, I'm gonna just walk away. But when I'm follow, okay, now I'm calling the police at this point because like, what the hell? I'm not about to fight you, and you're not about to put your hands on me in front of my son. Right? It's like people don't realize they got demonic attachments. That's why they say alcohol, spirits. It allows you to have spirits in your body that have no business in your body. That's why I don't drink. That's why I don't smoke because I understand how it opens you up to everything. That's why my energy is the way it is because I don't want everything inside of me because I know who I am. I want to be calm. I want to be here for my son. I don't want to be here for the streets for nobody. I don't a vibe for everybody. No, I want to be a vibe for the one who's helping me pay my bills, helping me stay sane in the brain, keeping me safe. That's who I want to vibe with. That just makes common sense. But these people these days, man, I'm not putting no names out there or nothing like that. I'm just saying y'all be mindful because it's 5D consciousness. Okay, look, the celebrity card just popped out. These people, they be doing anything for clout, anything to make their friends think that they cool. Like that shit, I don't care. That was never cool. Like your girl talking to me crazy and you defending that. You got her thinking that she could walk around this house arrogantly. You in your mother's house, and y'all are in my mother's house too. Why didn't y'all go to a hotel? Why didn't y'all go rent an event space? Why didn't y'all go why didn't we go to your daddy's house? Your daddy has more money than my mama. Why didn't everybody go to your house? Why y'all keep bringing all this shit over here for us to be the human holding space for all of your foolish activities? No one ever thinks that deep. Like, if I'm saying I got this much money, I should probably go ahead and rent a mansion so that I'm not at my mom's house, where we clearly already know tension is high. Or maybe that was the plot for you to do something that was egregious. He broke my teeth with his sister because of adultery, and at the time I cursed him out. See, and men be thinking that shit is like, yeah, I broke that bitch. Like even Blueface to Chris, and now she in jail, and he out here. They going to jail back and forth. They got kids. People be thinking that this stuff because people, oh, I got to look like the big dog. I literally, for several times this week, have been like, you know what? I'm not even going to fight with you. I'm just going to sit here and like bow out gracefully. I just want you to respect my boundary with my kid. And I said that to him before this party ever happened. And for him to sit here and let that still fly is just like, you just got to know who you're dealing with. They want to say that you're the demon, you're the devil, you're crazy. But when you sober up and you really come look at what the fuck happened, it don't make sense in nobody's book. The tests come nonstop. Angry, drunken people KO easy. I wasn't gonna knock him out though. Look, they fought outside the room. I don't even know what happened outside the room. I'm just sitting there recording the whole entire time. Like, I'm not sweet and I'm not anything, but this is my child. And y'all are sitting here you got 5 people trying to throw their third eye energy at me. Like, everybody trying to put me in a bind. Somebody got their damn spiritual dick inside of me trying to wrap me up, and then they trying to rattle the shit. Like, bro. And everybody, when y'all become stressed and y'all heartbeats start beating fast, because I'm now connected to y'all's energy, of course my heartbeat's gonna start beating fast. But y'all use that and turn that into something to try to beat me up. You got people standing behind you. It's me by myself. I'm always by myself. For the one time I have one person on my team and I'm finally able to be protected and safe, it turns into a whole entire bloodbath. For sure, stay away. Woe to alcohol. Yeah, that shit it's not good for your liver. It's not good for anything, for your decision making, for the next day. Now that you done let all them spirits up in your body, now you got to deal with all the connections, and you want to come bring I ain't putting that back together. No, I don't like that. Spiritual healers don't get paid enough for the energy work that we got to do for people. And then when you got to be the person, the matriarch for your family, and really have to sit people down like you're being childish. No, you are. And yeah, I'm going to yell because I want to be in charge. You could be in charge, but you got to, if you're going to leave me somewhere that makes sense. Well, you don't have money right now. Everyone's had a time in their life where they haven't had money. Did we forget that all of us had to, It's like people be forgetting that we came from somewhere where we didn't have money. And this is a normal process where around your 30, Saturn returns, midlife, like, who am I? So I can make sure I'm moving in that purpose and move forward in life. But people be forgetting that they did the same thing. Well, I didn't handle it the same way because you didn't know yourself. You was okay with just falling down and I'll file for bankruptcy and all. No, I'm not doing none of that. I don't need no, I already had to have an R7 on my credit because nobody wanted to help me when my car got repoed years ago. Thankfully, I have a new car and everything's cool. I mean, I do pay my insurance. But yeah, I'm so vulnerable about my story because people be thinking like, oh my God, my life is not perfect. So I'm unworthy. I can't be on social media with my kids and have fun. I can't go to the McDonald's and comfort because people who have big jobs be thinking like, yeah, these broke ass bitches ain't on shit. If you got to do all that, then you not shit because people who the shit don't talk much. Do we really ever see Steve Jobs? No. Do we see Bill Gates saying he the shit? No. Will we see Warren Buffett saying, ha ha ha, I'm the shit? No. They just like, here's the play for taxes. So if you want to follow what I'm doing on your for stock market, do what I do so you can make some money. They sharing game. They helping each other out. That's why they rich. Because they help each other out. They don't have no time for, I'm a bully you. Ha ha. Look at me, guys. I can stomp on necks. Yeah, it's 25 of us, bro. Like, and then they sitting there looking like, damn, maybe what I'm doing is wrong. Like, maybe I shouldn't have did that. She is just somebody's mother. She ain't that bad. Her energy don't feel fucked up now that I'm in it. Huh. Well, maybe I do need to reconsider the way that I'm handling this. What exactly is the problem here, to be exact, honestly? Since we was kids, I don't need child. All I'm saying to y'all, if y'all are going through anything like this, spiritual community, 5D collective consciousness, this is what happens when you got to go ahead and do some more shadow work. See, I did my shadow work on me and I know who I am. That's why when I came into this house, I knew who I was. I wasn't just about to fall down and just be like, oh, woe is me. I'm in the basement. Take all my energy and take what you need. And I'm just so depressed. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to be stuck here forever. I'm so sad. Like, no, I know who I am. I'm a generating manifester. My life path number is a 1. I'm a leader. So what do we want to do to get up out of here? What programs do they have? MPD unit ready for you in 2 months. Oh, bet 2 months. Bet, don't worry about it. I'm gonna get the money and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get the apartment. What you gonna do for the money? I don't know. The same thing I was doing back when my brother moved out on me last time, and I had to pay $1,900 by myself. It's less, so I'll be good, and it's a nicer apartment. I'm gonna just keep on moving forward, because your mind is where you live in. I imagine myself as a person, and like the whole world around me is my body, and it's like that big body is moving, and I'm just literally I'm just the pineal gland inside of my brain. I'm just the pineal gland. I'm bigger than my body. My spirit is enormous. Of course, people will try to humble you. Oh, look, Queen of Wands. But people will try to humble you every day, and it's just like, if you're really a chosen spirit, you're going to get attacked. It's a part of the whole entire mission. But make sure you're on the right side of being attacked. Yes, I have no money at this time because of him. I won't say that. My shadow work I did my shadow work did me. I almost died, LOL. Girl, again he betrayed me and again he mistreated me and his kids. Um, hey, look, I'm gonna leave it to you like this. When it comes to shadow work, it's the part of actually having a rebirth. You're supposed to die like a rose. We look at roses every year. They live, they grow, they wilt, and then they rot, and then they start over for the next season. A tree grows, leaves, they fall off, they die. The tree is still there, it grows leaves again. That's what life is all about. It's about cycles. It's rebirths. You know how many times I done had a rebirth? How many times I done died? Like legit, like seeing the color, seeing the light, and went through it, and still woke back up and was still here. That's why when people be like, "Oh yeah, we gonna do something," no, every day is eternal cycle of life. So if I know that I could build heaven on earth, I'm not going to be building anything where it's going to bring me back bad karma. I'm going to intentionally do good stuff or try to live in good spirits because I know this is the place where we going. It's just going to be a different dimension. I stood up, felt the light, felt the woo. Everything in front of me turned to different colors, and I leaned forward into it, and I was still here. But the energy was different. It was like it was an alternate reality where like I was like a different version of myself, and everybody else was like walking around me like nervous, and I'm just like, what happened? What's going on? Like, so I'm not afraid of someone doing spell work on me. That's just going to show the world who you are. If you feel the need to put a root on me, put a hex on me, pay a practitioner, whatever it is, friends or not, family, people from the past, ex-boyfriends, family members. I had to have my ex-boyfriend's family in my dream come through and try to start stabbing me in my head. I woke up and felt like literally I had a needle on the top of my head. It gets crazy being chosen and people really just be bullying you for no reason. Because they're intimidated by you and your fullest potential. Again, the Five of Swords pop back out. They wanted you looking like this cheetah on the ground with these swords in your back. But the karma was going to lay them down every single time because they know that's wrong. I even said, "Mom, I need to talk to you. You go in the room. Get the fuck in the room." I'm like, whoa. No, you need to come talk to me because clearly the fact that he's mad at me is because of our relationship because he thinks I'm disrespectful. But the first day I walked in here, I got cursed out. So I mean, for me as a spiritually aware person, you're not supposed to just be okay with people treating you like that and then show them, yeah, you could talk to me like that and I'm gonna just be nice to you the next day. No, didn't they think they could just walk all over you? Yeah, watch this. We gonna keep on A-Town stomping on this bitch neck. Like, what the fuck? Okay, you could do all that. Karma on your head. You gonna look dumb. Because if I tell this story, ain't nobody gonna be like, oh wow, that's so impressive. So you stomped her out by herself spiritually? Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations. I want to give you an award for that. That's some real good philanthropy work. That's some real godly work. God is going to welcome you into heaven's gates because you stomped her neck out. God's going to welcome you into heaven because you just simply, brought all your friends over and literally had them stomping on top of her head for the last 2.5 hours. And she just wanted her son to go to school and get some rest and get in the shower. So God's going to say, yeah, my son, thank you for being a good example. Great example. Like, what? Eight of Swords. You see this pit they try to throw you in? No, absolutely not. I'm going to call you out and I'm going to be the parent. Apparently, I need to be the parent because y'all are acting like children. That's childish. Do I need to? I'm the voice. You think you, but no, I'm looking at you from a higher perspective because I've already gone to different realms that you might not have been to. Maybe you have gone there. I don't know. But if you really were there, then you wouldn't be acting like this. No person that you tell that story to is gonna be like, congratulations. Wow, I would really love my kids to act like you. That's an upstanding person in society that I want my kid to be like. I want my son to threaten to beat other girls in the face because they said that they wanted their kids to go to sleep. I want my son to be like you because yeah, you tough and you would beat up your own sister who clearly is going through the same thing that your mom went through with you a few decades ago. It's the same exact story, just less kids. I had enough sense, not no offense to my mom for having more kids, but I had enough sense to tell the next man no. And the one time I said yes, I ended up on the daggone surgery table. God said no. I told you it's got to be the right one or it's not going to happen. And I trust that. I told you it's got to be the right guy or it's not going to happen. It happened already. I had to learn a lesson from that. I love my son. I had to learn a lesson from being his mother. He has a beautiful light in him. He's a Gemini, which means he has both light and dark. And whatever I magnify in his life is the path that he's going to go down. Wow. So it's my job as a parent to make sure he stays as close to the light as possible before I fully let him go into the world so he knows how to rely back on the light version of himself. See, I never had to get dark until I had to get dark, right? But you learn that as you go down the dark night of your soul. Shout out to the Geminis, yes. So for me, to really sit here in this space and just look at people and just be like, really? Are you proud of what you did? Did that make you feel like a better person? And none of them can say yes. And if they was to say yes, they'd be lying. So I want you all to know that if you're going through anything like this, and people are threatening to take you to the psych ward, threatening you with court papers and documents, probably trying to send paperwork to the CPS saying that you're not a good parent. But every single video clearly shows you trying to get people away from your kid who are acting toxic in front of your kid. Showing you trying to get your life together, putting in the paperwork, putting in the applications to get to an apartment, to be in a healthy environment for your kid. Ain't nothing in this life came before my kid. When I started feeling like my job was doing something and my son was feeling drained because I was at work too much, and I'm like, he not waking up for school on time, I'm worried. Which now I probably understand now what was going on. Now that I see spiritual attacks, now that I understand spiritual warfare, I'm like, oh, that's probably what was going on the whole entire time. That's why he couldn't get up. He ain't had no support. Everybody act like I'm here to support him. Yeah, give you all the vibes in your face, but then when you sleep, ming. Yeah, well, I need that. Come on, I need that. Come on, I gotta get what I gotta get done. Like that's not. He's not a toy. You want to work those kind of jobs and give them your energy, then give them your energy. Not my son's. Don't plug into my son and use that as a way to get by. That's not cool. This is why the system is supposed to die. We're not supposed to feed them our children. That's why I don't want my son to go to public school. I'm not going to feed a system that I don't want to see continue on acting the way that it's acting because the adults are tired and drained. I don't want to feed this system the energy of my child for this cycle to continue. When over 50% of people took their kids out of public school last year, 55% of US took their kids out of school last year. I will want the energy of my son to be nourished by the nature outside, the trees, nature, where we got to be at. Let the system go if we need to let it go. Maybe if we stop giving it so much energy, it will actually finally realize that it does, or rather should rely on the people and should be for the people, by the people, so that the fathers will stop getting over incarcerated, so that the people who are in there for weed charges can get home. Because I mean, if y'all are selling it for legal in the dispensaries, what's the point of having them in jail anymore? Oh, free labor, right? Okay. More energy harvesting. Oh, okay, right. Like the dark arts is a real thing. Turning the wheel is a real thing. That's why they say when there's a will, there's a way. All these things make sense. So I just want you to know, I appreciate you guys standing down here for this transmission, but like, just protect yourself as much as you possibly can. And when you do find people who want to see you on the other side, like all eyes on you, observer card. When you do find people who want to see you on the other side, protect them, magician card. Protect them. And you can tell them, I tell people all the time, look, you don't need to stay here with me. I can handle this. Nah, that's crazy what you're going through over there. I can handle it. I go through it every day. I don't need you messing up your good energy for me, because you got a job to give your good energy to people. And when I get out of this, I'm going to be where you at, and then we can reconnect. We gonna have to connect some other time. Just as much as I like to shake my thing on the dance floor. Sleep cycle important. Circadian rhythm, aura, everything for other side. Exactly. Your aura is so important. Letting different people in your aura will fuck your vibe up, will fuck your sleep up, will have you thinking that you have a nightmare. It's literally you dealing with somebody else's demons. It ain't even you. It ain't even you. But people who don't want to listen to this energetic talk because they're going through something don't realize that this is a talk. It's called looking at yourself in the mirror. I can look at myself in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm not doing hair as much as I'm doing hair. Damn, I lost some money. Damn, I had an account that was negative. Damn, I almost didn't pay my car note on time, but I did. Damn, I need to pay my cell phone bill. I can look at myself and be vulnerable with myself and know that I'm a human that's going through a transitional period in life where now I'm going to figure it out, whether you help me or not. Whether you help me or not. Whether you continue to try to bring me back down to this level when I'm not supposed to be at that level. I'm supposed to be free to speak my mind. That's one of the amendments, freedom of speech. We want to keep on looking at the laws and be living by the law. I have freedom of speech too. Justice card. Sleep cycle, right? My son need to be on the right sleep cycle. He's supposed to be rising with the sun. He's supposed to be coming up at 4:00. I'm getting told you can't wake up at 4:00 in the morning. You can't wake up till 7. I'm supposed to get up with the sun. That's what everybody's supposed to do. We're supposed to rise with the sun. Men supposed to rise, have an erection in the morning with the sun. That's how life has been lived before we had alarm clocks, before we had technology telling us what to do. Back when we used to just be outside, for real. Outside, just harvesting crops, growing our own foods, not worrying about massa trying to tell us what to do. Child, but that don't exist now. Yes, it does. It's called simply one thing: buy some land and get the fuck out of America. You know how many countries want us there? Like when you go to Africa and Ghana, they treat you like royalty. Royalty. Baby, you could literally pay like $100 or something and have a security guard outside of your house, outside of your compound for the whole year. You want to be rich? Take your ass over there and go buy 2 acres of land and go build a house for $50,000. You have a mansion for real, marble floors, all that. High ass vaulted ceilings, all of that. But people get too scared of being outside of America for some odd reason. Like America just run their life. Like bill collector called me. I'm like, that shit ain't even real. Until I see something happen on something, I ain't gonna speak that into existence. Shit ain't real. I literally was living for free. All my utilities was free because I decided to step away from the system but still lived in it. You can be in this world but not of this world. It's literally a whole entire verse. Be in the world and not of the world. That's what they ask us to do every time. The tree of life. I'm trying to be the branch that, I might have to break off the big tree. I have to break off the big tree and propagate myself in some water, some pure water. Purify me, want to feel your touch. Then let the roots grow and then go replant myself elsewhere and then grow a bigger family tree that's more healthy and more fertile soil. Less trauma. What are you trying to project there? You don't have trauma? No, I'm clearly telling y'all I got the same problems as them. I'm carrying my grandmother's story, my mother's story, my sister's story, my brother's story. I'm carrying everybody's story in my life. I can see that I'm a reflection of everything around me. So that's why I'm looking at everything around me. I'm like, you do know you going through the same thing as me too, right? Just at a different scale. Like I learned that when I first started my spiritual journey. It was a guy I used to talk to in the car. He was from Ghana. It's funny enough. And he was like, you don't understand, Ciara. He used to say my name. He was Ciara. I ain't gonna lie, that accent used to turn a girl on. I was like, ooh, his accent's so sexy. I could just listen to him say my name all day. But anywho, He like, "You don't understand, people asking me to pay their car notes, and I'm sitting here trying to get these cars shipped back and forth overseas, and, these people I'm trying to get access to my Bitcoin account. They just told me Bitcoin is worth money, and I don't know my password, and they won't give it to me. Bro, it's so much stress going on right now, like, you don't understand." I'm like, "You don't understand, I'm going through the same thing. I might not be making as much money as you, but I still got people asking me for money to go do this, go do that. I got people asking me to pick them up. You asking me to come over here every single night and give you some like spiritual support while you get drunk in my face. I mean, I pick you up from the bar. You come out when you feel like it. So I mean, we going through the same thing. You asking me, can you go buy me some t-shirts just to see where my heart is at? Because you really got it like that, but you just want to test me. And I ain't gonna hold you. That could have went good. But I ain't gonna hold you. I decided to go back home. I'm like, damn, you know what? This too good to be true. I went back to my baby father. Eventually, he did call me back again. Yes, of course. And I went. Yes, lover's card. But long story short, that's the first time I had to tell somebody that I had herpes because I had an actual active outbreak. And I was like, don't touch anything. He's like, oh no, I want to give you a massage. I want to repay you for the way that I treated you. I'm inviting you over here to treat you nice this time. I'm like, it would be the time that I have an outbreak that you want to go ahead and rub me down with coconut oil. But that's what made me become honest about myself. I had to start facing my shit. So when people tell me I'm not accountable, baby, you don't know what the fuck I've had to go through. Where this man literally put his hand in my pants and I'm like, oh fuck my God, shit, fuck. What's wrong now, Sierra? You shouldn't have did that, man. And I had to really face that shit right then and there. Break myself down to the most vulnerable piece of nothingness and be like, would you got something from somebody else? Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed in you, Sierra. What the hell? I thought we was gonna be good, man. What's going on? To have to sit there in a man's face on the spot after he just touched you. You told him not to, but you didn't tell him why not to. That's why I hold myself so accountable. That day, right there, is what makes me like, I'm telling all my business because ain't nobody gonna come to me and tell me about me. I know me. I'm like Eminem. Okay, tell me something I don't know about myself. Well, I know what my financial situation is. I know where I'm going in life. I got a plan. I know how much money I have. I know where I live at. I know who I live with. I know what y'all got going on. I get it. So tell me something I don't know about myself. You can't do that. All I can do is pick those scabs that you haven't been tending to because I'm so vulnerable with myself, so honest with myself. And a lot of people they don't like that about people, especially chosen seeds. Because it's like, how dare you be so comfortable in your skin and have nothing? And I literally need all these things to make me feel halfway how you approaching me. Maybe lose some of the things and use some of the money from that and pay for the work. Well, really, you can't pay for the work. Really, this work you can't do with a therapist. This is stuff you guys talk to yourself about. Why don't I feel worthy? What happened to me when I was 7? Why don't I feel worthy? What happened to me? When you can start asking yourself those real questions, then you'll finally start to do the real healing. But you have to ask yourself and don't have nobody there to coach you, nobody there to coddle your emotions or give you a vibe to make you not fall into the fire. You need to fall into the fire and feel that shit. The shame that you feel when you feel certain stuff, you need to feel that. You have to feel stuff to heal it. Damn. When I thought about this in my life, I felt like my whole body caught on fire. Damn. When that dude asked me to be his coworker and he's sitting here flirting with another girl, it made my skin catch fire. Damn. When this happened, I get hot too. It's called shame. It's called going all the way down to your root chakra, falling down your spine. It's normal because you become ashamed of yourself. But you cannot be codependent on other people's energy to make that go away. You have to face your shit and look at it and be like, damn, I did some fucked up shit. Cause damn, I literally gave up why did I try to help somebody else out who clearly now they're not even choosing me? I'm holding myself accountable. I'm not looking at him like, why would you bring me here? I'm looking at me like, why did you allow somebody to bring you to this place? But God said I had to come here to do this today, what I'm doing right now, what happened yesterday, to trigger these things by simply being myself. Not like, yeah, I'm gonna plot out this plan. They think I operate like that because maybe they think like that. They think in chess. I don't think in chess. I think in common sense. It's late. He need to get in the shower. He got school tomorrow. Excuse me, did you say something to me? I'm a grown ass woman trying to get my son to go downstairs. Excuse me, do you need to say something? Like, because I'm tired of you always mumbling under your breath in my presence. Like, what is the problem? Let's figure it out today, right now. Then I'm like, damn, Sierra. I even said it out loud. You know what? This is probably not the right time to have this conversation because y'all drunk. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and sleep it off. And maybe we could talk about this another time, but I don't have no other time to talk to you. It's always impasse and it's always giving flip hair, fuck you talking about, like, and it's like, we're both black, still nigga. Both our ancestors was getting raped on a damn plantation somewhere. We all got trauma. Let's heal that shit and look at that shit, or I don't know what you want to do, but heal it. Kill the fucking beef. Talk to me and figure out what I'm going through, how I see life, because I see life through a clear villain. Like, clearly, if I need to get my son in bed and be a responsible and adult, I need to do what? A, B, and C, X, Y, Z. I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I can't operate like this. Because I have a kid. I have to be responsible. I have to be like this. I'm an adult now. I'm really an adult. I might live in my mom's house, but I'm still an adult. And I know that I'm not going to live here very soon. And I didn't live here for the last 4 years. I actually haven't lived with my mother for 12 years. Since my son was born, I haven't lived with my mother. Okay, I live with my grandmother, but it's still not my mother. And over there, I still had to go to work. I still had to help out. I had to use my food stamps to put food in it. So it wasn't never like, oh, life is just easy and I'm getting pampered and taken care of. Woohoo, yeah. I never even got that nurturing connection from my mom. Because as soon as I was born, she went back to school. She had to do what she had to do. So I'm not even breastfed, no connection to the uterus, no connection to the heart. I'm literally like, okay, dropped off to grandma to make that connection while I'm sucking on a fake ass bottle. That shit does affect children. So my son who's breastfed, who literally was on my titty, which she should understand since that's what he is, it's a different kind of connection. They need to be nurtured a lot. You raising them to be in love. Either you know or you don't. Talking doesn't do anything at all. Illusional stances and beta state of consciousness. I know. That's the crazy part. They don't realize it. Like, they in beta mode. Like, they programmed. They still in the damn beta. Like, here, run the beta. Okay, they're doing what we want. They cloned Tyrone. It's been a success, guys. We got him right where we want him. Look at them killing each other and cursing each other out, just fucking up. And they ain't never gonna work together. They ain't never gonna build a dynasty for their family. They'll never have a legacy. They'll never be able to get out of the box because all they can do is fucking fight each other and kill each other. They'll never get on top because he will never be able to work with her, and they're the ones who have to work together. Is their two power forward brains that would actually build the dynasty that would get their family out of poverty. But they're going to fight because he doesn't like being challenged by her and she's did the healing work. Everything we set up for them worked perfectly. The plan worked. They'll never get it together. It's programmed. It's always got to be the black sheep. You're weird. You're weird. No, I just got out of the system because I'm looking at this shit like that's slavery, bro. Like, and if we're gonna be in it, then let's go ahead and play their game and get some money, credit, and buy some land, or let's go ahead and buy the apartment complex. Like, there's literally. I was in an apartment complex on the roads to buying an apartment complex. I knew that the girlfriend, I'm like, girl, don't she got a master's or something? She getting her degree in like housing or something? Like, y'all could literally come buy the community that I live in right now. Like, I'm doing the numbers and everything. You only gonna need this much money to buy it. I'm sitting here going to the meetings every single Sunday. I'm supposed to be at the meeting today. I'm supposed to be at the meeting today. Shit. Thank God I just said it. I'm supposed to be at these meetings, helping out with the community, getting renters' rights seen and heard and all of this. We literally doing the same thing, but you just think I'm weird. And I just think you got too much ego. Because you don't want to hear me, and now you lost respect for me because you can't see me as your equal because of my money. Or maybe it was because of the one time when a man came around to protect me You fell short and that made you feel inferior and you feel like I was up against you. When it's like a man was just like, that's my girl. I'm gonna protect her. Like we talking right now and I'm all the way over here and I'm feeling what she feeling and I don't like that feeling. So I'm gonna third eye the energy to I'm just like y'all me at like y'all all came together, all 10 of y'all last night with y'all eyeballs. He was doing the same thing. He like, hold on, you all right? What's going on over there? You all right? Like it might have been on a holiday, but shoot. A real man gonna come through regardless. I don't care what's going on over there. Ka-ting, ka-ting, ka-ting. Sending missiles, all that shit. I don't got time for that. That's the woman I'm protecting. I as a man, I protect women. I'm gonna protect the land that I made an investment on. How you gonna expect to? That's like in a African village. You can't go to no land that don't belong to you and take mangoes. They gonna be screaming, "Rebel, rebel, rebel," and you get stoned running out the village. That's taking it back to the ancestors. You take some mangoes off somebody else's property, rebel, and you didn't ask them. Now, if you like, hey, my man, you want let me borrow mango? It's all right, right? Oh yeah, you can just be coming, just come past, and you can be having something, sometimes something small, small. Don't be taking all my mango because my mango they for feeding my own family or my own piquin. Oh damn, the whole screen. I'm here to be feeding my own piquin. So don't take too much from me because I still got to feed this guy back here and myself and the people who I have to impact. It's programming. So I just ask these questions. When will it end? Because if we know this programming, why do we continue to keep on allowing the program to program us? I'm sitting here like you could take some of that weight off your shoulder. Do you know how many spirits you carrying around on you right now that you don't need? If you was to go broke today, how many of these people who came to this party last night would make sure that they helped you pay your car note? Make sure that your rent was paid? Would take care of your mother if she got sick? Out of all these people that came here last night, that you wanted to be all up in my energy and host an event for them and make them feel like you a king, how many of them people will really come through here and be like, hey, yo, you can't pay your car note? I got you. Don't even worry about it. Take my card. He did it for me. And I'm never going to negate that. But then to turn around and be like, so yeah, the deal is this. No, your friend, that energy is bad energy. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know, but I don't fuck with whatever that vibe is. So, and I really don't want my son in it either. Because I'm his mother and I want him to be who I want him to be. Or keep him as pure as possible for as long as possible. We live in a society. It is what it is. No, it's like saying, oh, that homeless lady titty hanging out, so we just gonna let it hang out. No, somebody gonna go around, oh ma'am, cover up please. Here, let me help you out. Let me cover you up. Let me help you out. But I just need y'all to realize like these things. I tell y'all my life story not to air nobody out. I tell y'all my life story because I know it's other people who are going through similar things, and y'all probably think that y'all are going crazy by yourselves. Y'all probably trying to figure out what the hell is going on in your own internal space. Remember, there are nighttime witch doctors out here too. But you trying to figure out magician card, black magic. Trying to figure out, why do I feel tired all the time? Somebody draining you. Figure out who it is. Imagine their face in your imagination and look at them dead in their eyeball and be like, no. Men definitely shouldn't drink. They get into a possessed state. They don't realize that though, because that's why alcohol says spirits. People really be thinking that shit is just cool. Like, my stepfather literally got medicine because he has a liver issue. I'm just looking at stuff like, he probably wondering why his liver hurt. You being siphoned right through your solar plexus energy. People just want to take all the energy for themselves. If it's naturally yours, you will wake up with it. If it's naturally yours, you would just wake up and just shoot up in the morning. First thing you're supposed to do, wake up, walk outside the bed, stretch, touch the ceiling, touch your toes, breathe. Go get you a glass of some water. Drink it. Get some coffee if you need it. That's it. So that you take what's yours and nothing else from anyone else. When you learn to only take what's yours and not take too much from everybody else, that's when people see that you're genuine and they bless you. Wow, she really was just like, okay, so she's not trying to fight me and take my stuff. All right, well, I'm going to give you a gift. I just got one this morning. But complete strangers, because I'm like, take what you here you go. And it doesn't feel painful. It doesn't feel toxic. It doesn't feel like I'm getting stabbed in the heart. So I try to tell people, I feel you have an energetic entity attached to you. I think you might need some help clearing that out. I think you might not know this, but you have an entity attached to you. You might need to go ahead and clean that out. Out of love. They think, because they triggered, they think it's me trying to be a hateful person. I'm like, no, out of love. And then when I try to have this conversation with them, I get yelled over. I'm just like, fuck. That did hurt. I get yelled over. That I can't make this up. And it's still the justice card. Going upstairs and getting away from everybody to receive the blessing. Y'all see how that card just flew out and hit me in my face, though? Maybe that's God saying, okay, you said enough. Because I felt the energies all in my head, and I was just like, oh, I need to detach. I need to let them go. Because I need more peace for me. And people say, you don't deserve peace yet. You didn't work hard enough for it. Did my ancestors not already die and live too? Do you see how many lines I have on my palm? I've lived too many lives. I keep coming back because the work still isn't done. That's why you have me. Because I'm a restless spirit. I need to stop coming back. But my job is to heal. And until the healing is done, people like me got to keep on coming back. Until the healing is done, we got to keep coming back. Mm-hmm. Keep on. And it's crazy to me because I'm like, if I was to get successful in this realm of what I do, would that not be something to be proud of? But then I had to realize it's not about what they think. I'm clapping for myself. Even if I only ever had 0 people on this live right now and the message got to the right person, just one person, we're not going to manifest that. But even if I only got to one person today, I still changed someone's perspective and I'm one step closer, 1 molecule, 1 decibel, 1 gigabyte, 1 hertz closer to us being able to finally control the game that we live in. 1 pixel. Shout out to my armpit froze. My deodorant was kind of clumpy. Anywho. I got to get my son's haircut today. I got to get him ready for school. On a budget. And make it happen. and make it happen. Okay? So if you're going through anything that I'm going through where you're not being seen, heard, or understood because it's too triggering for the people who might be trying to trigger you to understand you because they can't hold space for themselves yet, you're not going crazy. And when they try to tell you that you're crazy, you're still not crazy. You just have a different perspective or different view. You have a different lens that you're viewing things from. You're like the opposite of their perspective. And most people aren't usually able to see their opposites. Like, because I definitely do agree that half of the stuff that they say is true. I do need to have financial security and stability. I do need to have community with people. And that's why I come here to meet with people who vibrate with who I am. You know, it's easier to find them all over the world versus trying to go in your city and your town and be like, y'all just actually find me by being here. And you click on the video and it's what you need. It's the medicine you needed for the day. And that's good enough for me. All right. So now that the passion is all over done, because they all in, hold on, I gotta clean up my brain right quick. All right. So now that we're back on my own frequency. So now that you got the message and y'all here, please act mindfully and act wisely. Wisely. Is that even a word? Wisely. And protect your energy, protect your brain, protect your womb, your heart, your throat. And maybe one day they'll see from your perspective. Maybe one day you'll see from theirs. Maybe one day y'all meet in the middle. But until then, stay grounded in your beliefs and your morals. You have them for a reason. Your thoughts, your voice, and your intentions, they all matter. That's why you have them. All right. They upstairs trying to throw me a whole entire third eye fest. So I gotta go to bed now. Now I gotta call around and find a barbershop. Peace, love, and hair grease. Until next time, guys. I enjoyed doing this transmission with you guys. And remember, I appreciate y'all that come through and actually comment and interact with me. Y'all are greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And bring a friend. Send the link to a friend so they can subscribe as well. So more people can get this message and share the, did I say share the video already? If I didn't, I'll say it again. Share the video. All right, guys. Peace. Da 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 da.